Hey guys, it's me Evelyn here on Romantic X Loser on YouTube. Today we're going to be doing this blend you guys see in front of you. It is a Buram from the unit. As you can see that I have it just very much photos of her and some images in the background, and we're going to go create that blend. So what you're going to do is I'm going to have a resource pack for you guys. It's going to be everything I used in this tutorial. And you guys can go ahead and just download it in the description box, and everything will be in there, trust me, including the info box, which I created. So what you're going to do is you're going to open up the YouTube 1 channel specs, art specs, PSD, and it's just this that you see in front of you. It just tells you everything from the TV size, and it has the name next to it, and the width and size if you ever want to just do your own. The desktop max size, the tablet size, the desktop minimal and mobile size, and then of course just the text. And what we're going to do is we're going to be using just these two sizes here. I also have blue lines here, which are the guides for you guys just to keep within the center, and then each line going vertically is just the tablet size and the desktop mini size as well. So first of all, you want to go ahead and just make your new background, and you just want to fill in the dark gray with a light gray. And you want to go ahead and just bring in the crumpled paper text. You're just going to open it into a new tab, and then just go ahead and bring it over to your image. And it's very big, so you want to zoom out, Control T, and you want to hold Shift or lock the chain link up here and resize it until it fits your document to almost perfect. We just want to keep a lot of the texture of the image and within the photo. We have something like this. So now you have that, you can actually delete the TV size. We just wanted that there so we can resize our image. Now you can have this pink bar here. We're going to drag over our second paper texture, which is this one here, and it's also high quality. And what we're going to do is we're going to drag it over, and we're going to want to bring it up so that the line, that this line here sets on the pink line. And what we're going to do is create a clip. So you right click on your second paper texture, right click, and create clipping mask so that it matches, and you just want to bring it down so that the line kind of sits right here. And what we're going to do is hold Control and click the pink bar, which is our desktop max size, to create a new selection. And you're going to make a new layer above those two layers, which will be named layer 3, and you want to fill it in with a gray color of your choosing. I suggest something similar to the background, so you're going to use your color picker tool and just click a color in the background and then fill it in. And then go ahead and go Control D to deselect. On this layer here, we're going to go to Filter, Blur, Gaussian Blur. We're going to blur about 45 pixels and click OK. And this is just going to give us a blur. Yet you can still see the background. So when we apply our images, they won't be too harsh, and they're going to kind of blur into the background a little bit, just in case someone has a TV. They use YouTube on TV, they can see your blend much better, and it won't be so weird looking. So now we want to incorporate our photos. We're going to just drag all 4 photos into Photoshop, and we're going to go ahead and cut them out, or not really cut them out, but resize them. We're going to use this one first, and as you can see right here, I have her in the corner over here, and so we're just going to use our move tool, drag it over, and just set it right about here. We're just going to do something like this here, and then you want to create a clipping mask onto our blurred layer here. So you're going to right click on her layer and go ahead and click create clipping mask, and we're going to have something like this here. Now we're going to zoom in so we can see. We're going to go ahead and do a layer mask on our image. So you can go to layer mask, and reveal all. So we have a white layer, a box linked to our layer. We're going to go ahead and use our lasso tool, and we're going to select around the arm here to cut out this side here. So you're just going to go ahead and use your lasso tool and just select around the area. It doesn't have to be perfect, but perfect is okay. Not perfect is okay too, it doesn't matter. I'm just going to select up and around. Connect that using black as our background color. Press backspace on keyboard to delete from the image. Then using our round brush tool, make black as your foreground color. You can actually just delete extra that comes in, and we're going to actually kind of use the brush to kind of blend in the side area as well, just so that we can actually incorporate other photos, and we're going to delete from here as well. So now we have something like this here. Next, we're going to go ahead and close that image, and we're going to import the other image. So next, we're going to use this image here. We're just going to click and drag it over, and we're going to have it on top, and we're just going to go from the lips down, and you want this image underneath the other image so that we have a blend like so. And if your other image spills over, you're just going to go ahead and just delete again from that image like so, just so that you can see more of the other image. And we're going to do something like here where we just have the lips down on our image. And you're just going to go ahead and just move it up. Oh, wrong image. And something like that. And just one. So, and then you're going to layer mask, and you're going to delete from that image as well. I suggest using a round fluffy brush tool, just so it doesn't give such harsh edges, so you can blur, and you can just blur the side like that. Actually, we're going to crop her side here with the lasso tool. You just want to blend that, and then blend the bottom as well. Zooming in, so you can see the edge here. And of course, using white pictures, it's kind of always hard to see the edges. You can just do your best and crop around it. So we have something like this here. Now we're going to drag in our other image. We're going to close this one. Drag in this one here, and we're going to bring this one up. And it's going to be in the center of both photos, and you're going to have it right around here, and then you're going to go ahead and select around her and cut her out. So now with something here, we can just delete the extra space that's on the bottom here, just the brush tool using black, just blend it in like so. Lastly, we're just going to use this photo here. I'm going to drag it over, and we're going to have it on top, and we're just going to bring it down so you can just see a bit of the head and the shoulders. So you sound like here, and you're just going to add layer mask and repeat the process by deleting the background or blending it in. It's really up to you. So now you have that. You can actually move your images by selecting one, holding shift, selecting the other, and just using move on your keyboard to move them almost center. So we have something like this here. Now we're going to go and bring in our textures. First texture we're going to use is the Ink 01 by Mixery. You can just click and drag it onto your background like so. And you want to say OK, and you're just going to drag it underneath so that creates a clipping mask. And we're going to bring it over here. Control T to resize. I'm going to resize it and then tilt it a bit. And we're going to bring it out like right here. Just scale it down a little bit more. You can have something like this here. You can click OK, and you can just shift it however you see fit. So I'm just scaling mine down a little bit more and just clicking OK, and we're going to have it sit right here. Next, you're going to want to bring in this texture, which is IV6-_B-B, and you're just going to move that over, and you're going to have it on this side by RAM, and you're just going to have shift it and scale it down. We don't want it too big. So just gonna do like that, where it kind of meets, a little spills out a little bit over the image, and just drag it so we have something like this here. Next, we're gonna create the box texture here, and it's gonna be this one here. It's slice 33 PNG 308. I'm gonna drag and bring it in, and you want to move it so that it's underneath the RAM focal point image, which is the main cutout. Control T to resize, and you're going to scale it down a lot until it's relatively small. And we're just going to bring it down to have it kind of spill out right around here. And click check mark to say OK. And then the last image we're going to use are the lips, which we're going to have it behind this image here. So you're going to use slice 33 PNG 305. And this one here, you can drag it over. You're going to move it up. Control T to resize, scale it down, and you want to have it on this side here, just so that it kind of pops out like so. And click OK. Lastly, we're going to drag in is this info box that I made myself. It's high quality, and you're just going to click and drag it in. And this one's not going to be in the clipping mask, so we'll drag on top, and then just right click and release clipping mask. Control T to resize, holding shift, scale it down until it fits within the box. Here. You can scale it down until you're happy. You're going to do something like this here. And now what we're going to do is you're going to hold control, click the box so that you get the dancing ants around it. And you go to select, modify, contract. You can contract it by 2, and then you're going to select a gray color from your background, make a new layer, and fill it within to have a border. And you just want to create a clip mask so that you know they attach to each other. And then you're going to fill your input box with whatever you want. I'm just going to do that off camera, but what you're going to do is you want to make a banner line that goes over your box. To do that, you're going to use your rectangular marquee tool, grab a square of however big you want it, fill it in with a color. I'm going to use a dark gray or black. Control D, go to filter, distort, wave, and you're going to want to go ahead and just make it anything you want to give it a wavy look. So I'm just going to mess around with my settings. My settings are 5, 401, 760, 1, 37, and then 100, 100. And you can randomize if you want to click OK. And it's going to give you a wave like so. Then you can go ahead and set it however you want on your image. You can Control T and kind of move it in on each side so that only a little bit is spilling out the sides of the box. Click OK. And then you're going to want to create a banner that goes behind, so you're going to click underneath your original box. Make a new layer. Using your lasso tool, you want to select the edge here and just go inwards and then like that, and then fill it in with the dark color. As my box is black, I'm just going to do black, but I'm going to change this color soon. So we're going to go ahead and do it on this side here as well. So now that you have that, it's going to look like this. You can zoom out to see the full thing, and as you see, it looks like the banner is attached to the box. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to head fill this in with my info, and then I'm going to come back when I'm done. But what I did was just put ironic tutorials here on the banner and then my info on the inside, as you can see here. And I can just go ahead and drag those over if I want by clicking those layers and just moving them over so you guys can see. But I have to fix the box a little bit because it's still a bit big, or too small actually. So as you can see, this is what it looks like. Then you want to grab a coloring. Coloring will be provided in the description box as well. So once you're done, you want to merge layers visible. So you're going to right click on the top layer and click layer 1, right click flatten image. It's going to discard hidden layer. It's going to say OK. And then you're going to duplicate, and you just want to go ahead and just sharpen it. Filter, sharpen, smart sharpen, and you're just going to see how it looks. And then click OK. And then you can just save it file, save as, and we're going to save it as PNG. I'll save it in the box. You guys can see I'm going to RAM final. And click OK. And then we're going to go and upload it onto YouTube. So I'll see you guys there. So you can go to your channel. You're going to click on the pen and edit channel art, of course. And then you're going to go ahead and select photo from your computer. So I'm going into my desktop and into RAM wallpaper blend. And I'm going to click the final, which is RAM final, and go ahead and click open. Remember, your size has to be under 2 MB, which I didn't check which size mine was. So mine's actually over. So I'm going to go ahead and just cancel this and fix the image. So if your file size is bigger than normal, you're going to go ahead and go to File, Save Format Devices, click PNG or whatever you want to save it as, and then just mess with your settings to see how it changes your image to the fullest. So as you can see, I clicked transparency and I want to click it off. So it's, of course it's doing it. As you can see, it's taking a second because this is very high quality photo. So I'm just going to go into JPEG high. And you can save a JPEG. You just want to change the quality to 100 to make sure it's full HD, and mine is under 6. And if you could go ahead and preview it, see how it looks. And mine looks fine, so I'm going to save that as a JPEG, and it's going to be in my RAM. I'm just going to go final and click save. Going back to YouTube, I'm going to go ahead and edit channel art again, and then click photo from your computer. And you want to click in the final, and then of course it's going to take its time to upload. So here's what it looks like when it's fully done. You can go ahead and adjust it or whatever you say. I'm going to click select because I like the way it looks, and it's going to go ahead up here. It's going to change the way it looks for you guys to view, and as you can see, it is looking great. The font is a bit hard to read. I can read the font. I have good vision. You might want to make it bigger. As you can see, we kept it pretty minimal and within the sizes. As you can see, the full desktop size here, I kept it in the small area so that those who have small computer screens can actually see it quite well. But yeah, so that's how it looks like. I hope you guys liked the tutorial. Don't forget to comment, rate, and subscribe. Please thumb up this video if you enjoy it, and I hope to have more for you guys soon. Bye guys.